Thank you very much, Honorable Chair and Honorable Members. First, to add to what my Inspector General has said in regard to the question posed by the Honorable Vice Chairman. It is true that issues of the anti-narcotic drugs are on the increase, particularly in the area where the Honorable Vice Chairman is coming from. We have noticed an increased trend of drugs, particularly the marijuana that comes from the Shashamane region of Ethiopia, through Moyale, Merti, Isiolo, down into the hinterland of our country. We have made a deliberate appreciation of the situation within that region, and we made a conscious decision to deploy an anti-narcotics unit based at Isiolo, a very, very functional unit. Honorable Chair, when we took over the command, I and the Inspector General, we made a deliberate strategic effort to upgrade our anti-narcotics unit in terms of its capacity, personnel, and resources. And it has been performing commendably well, Honorable Chair. If you follow our X-handle almost on a daily basis, you will see recoveries by our anti-narcotics officers. Very, very good in profiling, very, very good in tracking. It is through the efforts of our anti-narcotic officers that we were able to dismantle the Mexican lab cartel in Namanga, which otherwise, if undetected, then would have caused a lot of havoc. Honorable Chair, you are aware about the arrest of the infamous Mamangara, this lady who was supplying bang. Our officers profiled, they were able to arrest her and even recovered 15 million cash shillings from her residence. We went further to investigate her financial accounts, and we successfully identified apartments and land belonging to this lady. And we collaborated with the Asset Recovery Agency, and they were confiscated and restituted back to the government. So mine is to assure you, Honorable Chair and members, that we have a very, very vibrant, active anti-narcotics unit, and we shall continue to upscale their skills and resources. As regards the issue raised by Honorable Obuya, yes, I remember we had a discussion, a silent discussion regarding the disappearance of this person. And I tasked my team to make sure that this matter is expeditiously investigated. And for that purpose, I appointed my Deputy Director to act as a contact person between the DCI and the Honorable Member of Parliament, so that she can be updated on a daily basis on the progress of these investigations. It is true, Honorable Chair, that this person has disappeared. We initiated investigations, and in the process, there were several persons that this person had interacted with before his disappearance. And we arrested and interviewed a couple of them, including his own girlfriend. However, the interrogation did not yield much results, but the matter is progressing very well, and hopefully we will be able to have a closure to this matter. As regards what the committee can do to empower the DCI, we did our presentation. Let us keep the DCI, let us give the DCI enough funds, let us fully operationalize our National Forensics Lab, and then we'll be able to deliver on our mandate. Otherwise, mine is to assure the Honourable Member that we shall continue with our investigations and keep on updating her on the progress of the matter. Thank you.
On the late Were, maybe you, Honourable Chair and Honourable Members, just to add on what the DCI has said, we will still be updating the country on the progress that we have made in regard to that investigation. investigation regarding the late Honorable Ere, probably later in the day or tomorrow. And number two, let me first of all say that we appreciate this committee, even having giving us adequate time so that we can also be able to explain ourselves when it comes to matters of budget, because we know the budget plays a critical role, and the security sector is very, very important. Remember, our responsibility is to ensure that there is safety and security to the people of Kenya and their properties. And we look upon this committee to continue supporting us, despite the many challenges that we have. But we believe with your support, we can be able to achieve a lot and ensure that our country remains safe. Thank you, Chair. Members of this committee, once again, the questions are very varied and they are important. The question that was asked by Mheshimiwa Buru Kahagara, again, the deficit in terms of security operation, as I did indicate from the word go, we get inadequate funding when it comes to matters of operations. And yet, when you look around the country, the number of operations that we have are quite substantial. So that is the reason why we are asking this honorable committee to assist us with whatever funds you can be able to get, because I also indicated that we get around 70% actually is the one that goes to the operations. And out of that 70%, we also pay pending bills, and I'm happy that one of the honorable members have actually appreciated that. We get it out of those balances. So any funding that can come to aid the police is really very welcome. The issues of anti-narcotics. It is true, yesterday I was together with my CS in Marsabit, and we were taken through, we had an operation, and that operation is still continuing even now. Operation Odoa Jagiri, covering the areas of Isiolo and Marsabit, actually, and several arms and ammunition have actually been netted, recovered. A lot of drugs, bank, have actually been recovered, and many criminals have actually been arrested. In the tune of around 200, those are the people who have actually been arrested. Meaning that our teams, our anti-narcotic team that is headed by, domicile, that DCI, is working very well. I'm also in the process of actually increasing and ensuring that its capacity increases, because our intention is to put it to the levels of the entire police unit, so that because anti-narcotics have also become another issue in this country. So unless we push it to the levels of where the anti-terror is, then we cannot succeed at all. We are also aware that some of the proceeds of those anti-narcotics, they go to fund terror and terror activities. So there is a need for us, and in fact we have taken that trajectory. Right now the DCI have got another batch that is training to continue to build capacity in the anti-narcotics. But I want to assure this committee and the country that our anti-narcotic team is doing very well, and we are still improving, ensuring that we build adequate capacities. We want to put it to the levels of anti-terror police unit, so that it can be able to operate at that level. And now, when it comes to matters training is critically important. Training is a renewal. Training is the best morale that you can ever give to an officer. An officer well trained is an officer who will serve this country from a point of knowledge. So it goes without training, without saying that training is critically important. However, unfortunately, the funds directed towards training, again, they are also affected because it comes from the portion that goes to fund the operations from the main budget. So I, as the Inspector General, I'm looking upon this committee to assist us so that we can also ensure that there is the continuity of training of the officers, because that is important. There are many issues that keeps on changing. The laws are changing, and the officers needs to be updated so that they can be able to render that service from a point of knowledge. However, we are also open to others out there who are also ready to support us when it comes to matters training. Like right now, we are partnering with the Kenya School of Government and others who can also be able to assist in training our officers, because we want to make our stations a center of excellence through which police operations are actually dispensed and the people of Kenya are served effectively and efficiently. So in order for us to achieve that, then training components becomes very, very important. It is also spelled out very clearly in our strategic plan. If you look at our roadmap, again, training is foremost. That if we want to make our stations the center of excellence, then we must train. So that's the reason why I still come before this committee and request for that support that is geared towards training, and especially the continuation of training, the training that is offered to the officers who have already gotten the initial training, but they are rendering the services in the various stations distributed throughout the Republic of Kenya. The issue on matters like in crime. Honorable Chair and honorable members, let me say this. We are investigating very many crimes that are being committed in many parts of the country. And I can assure you, and I want to assure you that we have actually concluded many. Many of them have actually been concluded. Even this one affecting the late Honorable Ere, and may his soul rest in eternal peace. There are many others. Remember the case of that person who had actually killed 3 women in Isri area, and finally also killed his own girlfriend because he thought that she knew something to do with the killings. But we netted and we got him, and those cases are pending before the court, and they are at various levels of advancement before various courts of law. So there are many that we are dealing with. We have got specialist teams in this country. You cannot go scot-free after shooting somebody with a firearm here. You cannot escape. And that is the reason why we are saying, please support the DCI forensic laboratory. It is going to assist us around. And I can assure you the number of firearms that we have gotten, we have netted, whether here in Nairobi or various other counties. There are many. And all those who have been using them, they are before the courts of law. It's only that we don't go loud saying that this is one we have already concluded this one. But I want to assure this honorable committee, I want to assure the people of Kenya that we are on top of that. Thank you very much. Maybe the last one from Mheshimiwa Rosa Puyo. This one would like to call upon the DCI. First, you can break for 10 minutes, then we get there next team.